Hello and welcome to another week of the weekly support and clarity from Spirit for you. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope you've had a wonderful week and been flowing through winter, coming up to winter solstice in probably about a week now. So we're doing this from June 17, so Monday the 17th, to Sunday the 23rd of June 2024. So just wanted to ask you if you could like, subscribe, comment and follow me on YouTube and also Facebook. If you could follow me, it really helps out the algorithms, helps me to get out there and share this free content with more people. And so we can have a bit more fun together. So, all right, beautiful. So how I work is I call in my guides, always in spirit, who love me, ask them to come close and to give you what you need for the upcoming week, any tips, techniques, exercises, and information that might come along with that. Okay, so just give me a sec. I'll just seal off, tune in, and call everyone in, call my guides in, my spirit guides, and we'll get straight into it. Okay, so what do you really want? And are the things that you really want, are they things that really inspire joy to you? You know, our mind goes through a lot of different thoughts a day, and you go through a lot of different sort of emotional states and thought processes during the day. But there are always a few that really inspire joy, that really inspire happiness, that really uplift you. And you know, these can be different or are different, being told, that's why I started giggling, are different for every person. They have a similar base, and that base is about, you know, having lots of love, lots of support, friendship, having a beautiful partner or partners, having, you know, a great social life, having being financially stable, and being able to feel free within yourself. But how much time during the day do you allow yourself to go into that place, that space of freedom, of joy, of expansiveness? And how many times do you go into that state of not, feeling really bountiful, feeling really free, feeling really abundant and really beautiful in all different ways that abundance can come in? And so you might even want to just write down, 3 to 5 things that you really want. And as you write down these things, you can use it as a marker for that day. And so, okay, how is this going to show up in my daily life? How am I going to feel having this in my daily life? Everyone knows when they've accomplished a goal that they've been working towards, or that something is just, apparently come out of the blue and fallen in their lap, something really wonderful, how much joy that inspires. And so it's about you putting yourself in that place of abundance, that place of joy, that place of prosperity and happiness during your day. And it's also about catching the other side. So it might be, my friends don't listen to me, or, my partner isn't spending as much time as I would like them to spend with me, or, I feel like I'm not being heard, or I'm not being loved, or I would like more freedom in my life, or feeling overwhelmed, these sorts of things. And so when you catch yourself thinking about something that you don't want, it's actually about flipping it over and actually going, okay, what if I did actually have this in my life? How would it actually feel? What would it look like? And how joyful would I feel when I had this? And so you can keep bringing it back to these, points that you want. And whether you want to do one for each day of the week, so you might have 7, you might pick 3 and just sort of keep that in the front of your mind about going, yep, my career is going well, or I've got that overseas trip, or, whatever it is you're looking for. But when you keep putting yourself in that place of actually having it, of feeling it, of recognizing it, they're saying instead of if you can imagine like your thoughts, they spread right around, and they don't just spread in front of you, they sort of spread in a 360 this way, plus a 360 this way, they just ripple out from you. They're multidimensional actually. And what actually happens when you have just one focus, so you might even just pick one thing that you're really wanting to do, one thing that really inspires that light, that love, that happiness within you. What actually happens, instead of that rippling out around you and sort of rippling out in a way which it sort of dissolves quite easily, what happens is it's almost like your radar gets smaller and smaller and smaller, to the point where you've got this pinpoint sort of beam that goes from you to the actual thing that you're really wanting. And the more that you're able to keep a really clear vision of how that could be in your life, about how you're going to feel when that comes into your life, the quicker it can actually come into your life. But they're saying too, it's not about having it or expecting it in a particular way. It's about being open to the possibilities and the way it's going to be delivered and how it's going to show itself in your life. But it is about having a very clear idea about the feelings, about what it's going to do for you, about that, how that abundance is going to spread throughout your life. And so this could be something about, I always get heard, or my opinion is respected by people. Or it could be a lot of different things. It could be intangible like that. It could be something very tangible like a holiday. But it's about you bringing yourself into that place and really sort of recognizing it as you're going through your day. And actually recognizing when you're doing something which is counteractive to that. And when you do recognize that, it's actually a time for you to congratulate yourself. Oh wow, I realize that I'm not thinking about this, or I'm thinking in the opposite way. So that gives me an opportunity to bring my focus back into alignment again about what I really do want. And this can be for spiritual development as well, and this could be about psychic development, and you being able to have a much clearer conversation, a much clearer channel with your spirit guides. This includes people that you love, that have moved on and have moved into spirit, and being able to communicate with them. This is about being able to pick up, or to be able to start training yourself to have an understanding and a knowing about your psychic ability, and being able to develop that as well. And so the more you do this on a daily basis, it actually doesn't matter what this is, but the more you do this, the more clear it's going to get, the more you're going to know when you're not doing it, or when you're asking your guides and you're saying, hey guides, can you, come and help me out with this? Can you give me some some guidance, some information around this. And I just really need to say too at this point that your guides will never tell you what to do, and they'll never tell you that this is the only way to do things. If that information's coming through, it's not your guides, because your guides work in etiquette and they work with free will. And they'll always, the reason why they're called spirit guides is because they guide you, and because they'll offer information and they'll support you to what you want to do. They'll never tell you this is the only way of doing it, or this is going to 100% happen, because they've told me thousands of times that nobody really knows 100% exactly what's going to happen. There can be very strong probabilities, but nobody actually knows exactly what is going to happen because of free will. So, but putting that effort in on a daily basis is really going to help you to manifest, to create what you want to throughout your life, whether it is non-tangible, tangible, psychic development, learning anything else, it doesn't really matter. Putting in, they're having a bit of a giggle here, saying if you put in 15 minutes a day towards being able, towards talking with us, they're saying after a little bit of time, it's going to be different for everyone. You will start to receive clearer and clearer information about how we're talking back with you, and how we're listening, and how we're being able, you'll be able to recognize when they really are giving you some really beautiful guidance, support and information. Okay, so getting on with the weekly reading. So Monday. So Monday is about open-mindedness, actually. Monday is about allowing yourself to really be clear in what you want, but really being open to what is actually going to come in and to help you with that joy, and to help you to recognize this. Another thing you can do, and this is something I do on a daily basis, is to say, guides, help me with clarity throughout the day. Help me to really see the things that are going to be most benevolent for me throughout my day, the things that are going to uplift me and are going to be really beautiful. And so yeah, it's about being open to that, and open to how that can come through, and really trust your instincts, trust how it feels. All of a sudden, if something looks good but it doesn't feel right, trust yourself, and take your own advice there. Always really important, take your own advice. Okay, so getting on to Tuesday. Okay, so Tuesday is is about not sweating the small stuff, actually. So it's about you keeping yourself in check and being able to recognize when you're not in flow with yourself, and when you're not sort of working in alignment to what you really want and to really what's working with you. And also, it's about allowing yourself not to be taken away from your highest purpose and what you're really looking for within yourself, and looking for throughout your day as well. So not getting pulled away from your primary directive for that day or for that particular moment as well. So Wednesday. So, all right, so Wednesday is about being kind to yourself. Wednesday is about forgiveness, about being kind to yourself. And it's about kind of like asking yourself, okay, did I do my best in this situation? Am I doing my best here? And if you haven't, it's not a case of you getting down on yourself. It's about going, okay, well, I'm really glad that I recognize that, and I'm going to recognize next time if I'm doing a half-assed job or not. So then you can be directive, you can be focused, you can be supportive, and you can be kind and forgiving all at the same time. So getting on to Thursday. So, all right. So Thursday, they're saying it's about calling us in. You know, your spirit guides are always around you, and they always love you, and they always love being around you as well. But there is an etiquette, and that when you call them in and when you ask them to come close, ask them to work with you. And that's why I say that at the start of this video. I'm asking my guides to come in and do blah, blah, blah with me. Asking them to help me to give you this information for the upcoming week. Because then I'm taking this into control. I'm actually being directive within myself. And I'm saying, hey, team, spirit guides, spirit team, I want you to come close and help me with this place. So it gives them a real focus on what I'm really asking about as well. So we're getting on to Friday, which is about clarity as well. So this is about being clear within your intention and clear within your communication as well. And there's a couple of people out there I can see that Friday, this may mean that if somebody's talking to you or they're asking you to do something on Friday and you don't quite understand or you're not sure, or if anything, to just say, I wasn't sure about this part, can you be a bit clearer? And then actually repeat what you think they've said. Is this really what you're asking me to do? And by doing that, then you can actually receive clarity from them. They can receive clarity from you. And you can have a really, you can all be working towards the best benefit for both of you or for everyone involved within this. So Friday's about clarity. So getting on to, all right, we're doing Saturday and Sunday together. They're saying this is the weekend off. So, so this is about you just doing whatever the hell you want to do. This is about you having fun. This is about you. What about, this is fun, I've never heard this before. They said, what about if you had a non-adulting weekend? And that doesn't mean that you don't do the things that you want to or you need to, but it's about you allowing yourself to relax within yourself. It's about you allowing yourself to release as much as you can any of the pressure that you might have or might be putting on yourself around, oh, I've got to do this, I should do this, that sort of thing. So it's really about you being responsible to that beautiful child that lives inside of you. And it's really about you allowing yourself to go, okay, like, how can I make this an adult-free weekend for myself or for anyone else involved? What can I do? Am I going to allow myself to have more fun, to go and play in some swings, to watch cartoons like I do quite frequently? I did it right before I filmed this video. What is it? So it's about you allowing yourself to do something which you feel could be a non-adulting activity. And even if you can do one for the whole weekend, really immerse yourself in it, really have some fun, really allow that joy to flow through, and allow yourself to do this as freely and without any sort of judgment or forcefulness in any possible way. So I'd love to hear some comments and what you did over this weekend. This would be really cool to hear. What a non-adulting weekend for you actually looks like, or what the one thing that you're able to accomplish, what that actually was. It could be making a mess in the kitchen, making some cookies or cake with your children, or whatever it is. I don't know, millions of things you can do. Okay, thank you very much for joining me. Yeah, really have a lot of fun doing these videos, and really appreciate it when you like, subscribe, comment, follow me. If you'd like a session with me, all the links are below. I'm on Insta, Facebook, YouTube. I've got a website and a booking system on there as well. So yeah, have a fantastic week ahead, and big love. I'll see you next week. Okay, ciao for now.